Okay, so I'm gonna make a really quick little snack. It's going to be a poached egg that's gonna be covered with some of my crawfish cream sauce that I made last night. And it's gonna be on a toasted little round like this. So I've already got my bread toasted, as you can see right here. I have 2 paper towels because I want to drain my poached eggs. And here is how we start. Very, very simple to poach an egg, although it's one of those things that we haven't really fully mastered yet, and it always takes practice. No matter how easy you think it is, things can still change on you, especially when you're poaching. All right, so I have a pot of simmering water right here. You can see there are bubbles in it that are coming up. It's not at a rolling boil, and I want to turn the heat down to about medium low. I also want to put just a couple drops of vinegar, and my favorite is coconut vinegar because it doesn't have that really acidic smell or taste to it. So I just put a couple drops in my water. And what this does is it acts as a coagulant. It makes the egg white wrap around itself, so it kind of keeps it together. Always want to season, so I'm going to grab a little bit of salt my water, and give that about 10 seconds, and you can see the fog coming up in the pot. Salt actually accelerates the boiling point of water, so this is really good. This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I have an egg. I'm going to go ahead and crack my egg into a little dish to make dropping that much easier. So it's cracked very carefully. All right, here's my egg. How to poach, watch very carefully. I take the handle of my spoon and I want to make a vortex. And yeah, it's going to splash a little bit, but that's okay, no big deal. And the motion is going to help that egg white wrap around the yolk. So as soon as I get a nice good spin going here, I drop my egg directly into the center. And if you can see very closely, that egg white is wrapping around itself. I'm going to keep the spin going. And now we just wait for it to poach. So it only takes about 90 seconds for this to happen. The water gets a little cloudy, no big deal. I want to use a slotted spoon, and I'm going to go ahead and stir it again to make sure that it constantly moves. And we leave as little egg white behind as possible. There we go. Okay, so it's getting a little bit more difficult to see the yellow of the yolk in the pot. I'm going to let it go around 3 more times. And now I want to very carefully and gently scoop up my egg. Let's see if I can find it. Where are you? Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Very carefully. Okay, so I have my egg right here and I can still see that the egg white is still a little bit runny on the top. So it isn't quite done. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin it around a little bit more and let it go for another 30 seconds-ish. Nice. Poached eggs are delicious. I mean, just that natural yolk is a wonderful accompaniment. It's a wonderful sauce for any kind of topping, especially over toast. I mean, I love avocado toast, especially with a poached egg on top. Are you kidding? Oh my word. All right, let's see if we can scoop you up. Can we get you? Oh, I think we do. All right. Drain some of the water off here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I still see a little bit of egg white right here. It's not quite done, so I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds into this water bath. So we want the egg white cooked, but we don't want the yolk cooked. We want the yolk nice and runny and oozy, but warm. We still want it warmed up. Here we go. About 10 more seconds maybe. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, how do we do this? Can we get it very carefully? There we are. All right. So the egg white split just a little bit, that's all right, but the yolk is still intact. So I'm gonna very, very carefully set it on a paper towel to drain. just like this. All right, so here you go. Nice, beautiful poached egg. So we're gonna let this drain for just a second. Put my spoon aside. All right, so now that this is drained, I'm going to very carefully take my toast and kind of flip it over. Here's the tricky part. I just wanna roll my egg super carefully onto the toast. Okay, so the yolk is still intact. That's a win so far. And now I'm gonna get my crawfish sauce, which is going to take the place of a hollandaise. So this is gonna be like a Cajun Benedict, if you will. White wine and heavy cream, crawfish, bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, garlic. I mean, this is just decadence on a plate right here. A little bit more sauce and go all around. Just a tiny little pinch of salt to finish it off. Okay, and there you go, a poached egg breakfast. Repurposing leftovers, one of my absolute favorite things to do. Now, time for the test. We're going to taste it. Oh, where's my fork? It has to be unprepared and hungry. Goodness gracious. Check this out, get really close in. This is how you know the egg is poached perfectly. When the yolk runs like that. Look how decadent that is. Okay, get a little bite here. Piece of crawfish. That is a perfect bite. Scoop up the egg white on there. Nice. I need a dozen more of these. Okay guys, amazing breakfast, super easy. Practice poaching your eggs, right? It's a really simple trick. Put a little vinegar and salt in your water. It should help the egg coagulate together, but have patience, take your time, and the reward is so worth the risk. All right guys, this is Keisha, signing out. Enjoy.